Are you sick of drawing circles around your enemies? Do you want to have aim like this? Well then look no further. This video is for you. Yo, what is going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how you can aim like a pro with very simple settings and a complete basic DualShock controller. All right, let's jump into the video. Now, before I go into any general settings that I use myself on Apex Legends, I want to talk to you guys about the DualShock controller that I use. Now, I don't use any back paddles, nothing like that, okay? The only thing I do use is these control freaks here. And now these are the Galaxy control freaks. I hope you guys can see that properly right there. Now, what this does is it enables me to have much better control of my aim. By having it higher, I am able to move my aim stick with way more precision. If, as you guys can see, this is my left one. Now, this is just my general moving. This stick here doesn't matter as much. But as you can see here, it's going to be way more jittery, way less control over it. Now, by extending the right one here, you can see I can have way more control over it, way smoother movement, and way cleaner aim. Now, I'm telling you guys, this here is about a $20 purchase from your local JB Hi-Fi or EB Games, etc. And it is going to make your aim so much better. It is definitely something you have to get used to, but it is definitely worth buying. 110% would recommend, okay? Now, this one here, once again, is the Galaxy. I can drop a link in the description below for you guys. All right, now that we have the controller that I use covered, I do want to talk to you guys about my general settings that I use in Apex Legends. All right, guys, so here we are in my controller settings. I do not use ALC. I use very basic controls, okay? Now, we're going to go through each of them individually, okay? So my stick layout is completely default. My interact reload button is tap to use and reload, which is default. My crouch button is toggle, once again, default. My aim button is hold, once again, default. Trigger dead zones, default. Menu cursor speed, it's completely up to you guys. You put it however high you want it. I don't like having it too high because I can't control it. It goes crazy. Anyways, look sensitivity, I have high 4. Now, in saying this, I do want to mention one thing. I play on PC. Now, with my look sensitivity on PS4 or PlayStation or console in general, I do run my look sensitivity at 4, but I also run my ADS sensitivity at 4, not 3, okay? But anyways, on here on PC, I run 3. The reason why I do that is because there is way more frames and way less aim assist. Now, because I'm getting less aim assist, I need to lower my ADS sensitivity to be able to track a little bit easier for me, okay? So just remember that, guys. The higher your accuracy, the less aim assist you will feel, okay? Anyways, moving on. Per optic settings, they're all default. Don't change them. They're exactly how they are. I don't do anything with them, okay? I probably could look into that a little bit, but I choose not to. Now, my response curve is classic. Look dead zone is small, and my movement dead zone is small as well. Now, these are pretty sure are all the default settings. Everything is default. Everything I use on this game is completely default. You don't need a scuff. You don't need any of these fancy extra things to make your aim better. I am telling you guys right now. Now, one thing I do, I play with vibration on. Now, that is another preference thing. I've always played with it on. So if I turn it off, it feels crazy weird. I can't deal with it, okay? So I managed to aim with it on. My aim's pretty decent most of the time. So anyone out there saying that you can't aim with it on, you can. You definitely can. All right, so if you play with it on, stay with it on. Don't listen to what people have to say. Play with what you are comfortable with. That is the best thing that you could do in a first-person shooter game or any game in general. Whatever you're comfortable with, okay? So those there, right there, are my absolute basic settings, guys, all right? All right, guys, so I'm in the firing range now, and there's a couple more things I do want to talk to you guys about, and one of them is my button layout, okay? Now, the button layout I have got set to customized. I'm going to go ahead and drop my face cam for you guys because it is covering half the screen. Give me one quick second here. All right, we're back. All right, now, as you guys can see, I have changed a few things around. Now, if you want to go up here, now this is the default settings here. All right, so as you can see here, guys, in the default settings, they have melee on the R3. Now, my customized settings, I choose to use crouch on the R3. Now, I'm going to show you exactly why I choose to use crouch on the R3. Alright guys, now I've gone ahead and put up my gamepad here. You can see exactly what the buttons I am pressing. So as you guys can see, I have R3 as the crouch button and X is my jump. This here allows me to slide and jump really easily. It also allows me to jump and slide and get back to the analog stick extremely quickly without any worries at all. With that being said, I can slide, jump, and aim really easily. It is something that I've gotten used to over time. It is something that I feel works best for me. Obviously, these things are all preference, but I feel like this is one of the most simplest and easiest ways to get used to sliding and jumping, whilst also being able to have good accuracy at the same time. All right, let's move on to the next settings as well, guys. All right, so here we are back in the button layout. Now, I know my face cam is covering half the screen, but I just realized that I don't change any of those on the right side here anyway. Anything that my face is covering doesn't matter, so don't worry about those, all right, guys? Now, the other big thing that I do, which is huge, it makes it so much easier to shoot faster, okay? It's all about being that first one to shoot most of the time, you know what I mean? Getting those first shots in and being quick to react. Now, I like to swap the buttons that I use to aim and shoot with. Now, generally, when you get your controller and you pick it up as a default setting, you are shooting with L2 and R2. I like to switch it up to the buttons up top. Now, I don't know if this is because I got tiny little hands. I don't know, my hands aren't very big, but it just seems to work so much better for me. So by switching them up to the top, you are able to just, instead of having to pull that lever all the way in, it's just one little click of a button to aim and shoot with, okay? So I would definitely highly recommend doing that. That's a thing that I've been doing back since Black Ops 2, like since the old COD days. Anyways, guys, that is it for my controller presets and my controller setups, etc, etc. I'm going to go ahead and jump into some general little clips and gameplay for you guys to finish up the video, just so you guys can see my accuracy and see how I perform with all these settings in game. Now, if you like the video, be sure to drop a like, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all the support. Let's blow this one up, guys. Let's try and get this one to like 10,000 views. That'd be absolutely amazing. All right, so let's jump into the clips here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Peace, guys.
Get the respect. Holy shit.
Got the whole squad. Thanks, jump jets.
Independent variable added.
Taking shots. Enemy down. Reloading. Another enemy down.
Life. Scanning.
Oh no, I forgot I'm not Wraith.
Enemy taken out. They spotted me.